Back in again to Bruno Langa. Oh, it's a beautiful delivery.
While I thought he scored a lot of goals against Arsenal, and yesterday he came back to score again, making him the only player to score more goals at the Etihad. An opposition player scoring more goals against Arsenal at the Etihad. Harry Kane there, and yesterday he scored again. Arsenal took the lead through Saka with that left foot strike, but then Harry Kane scored from the penalty spot after the Hussein was brought down in the box. Before Gnabry again put Bayern in the lead in that game. But Arsenal, of course, brought on Lando Trossard and Gabriel Jesus. The two combined to give Arsenal that 2-2 draw ahead of the second leg at the Allianz Arena. And so, of course, both games ended in the draw. Bayern, Arsenal, Real Madrid versus Man City, both games ended in the draw, and there's all to play for in the return legs. Arsenal, of course, will be feeling that they should have gotten a penalty in that game in the latter stages, but then many felt that, or the referee felt that it was a dive, and the VAR didn't bother to call the referee for a review. So, as usual, the phone lines usually open for your contribution. Let's talk about those two games: Real Madrid versus Manchester City, and of course Arsenal versus Bayern. 070-4100-8997, 070-4100-7997. Well, after the game, Mikel Arteta feels that his team will improve in the second leg and will eliminate Bayern Munich. Do you agree that, or do you feel that Arsenal, of course, still have a chance in this fixture because Bayern played the classic away tactic to get that draw at the Emirates, and I feel that it's a good one for Bayern. They now have the advantage. But then Arteta feels that it is his team who played well and they will even get better in the second leg at the Allianz Arena and will eliminate Bayern. Zero 070-4100-8997, 070-4100-7997. Hello, Sport Fan. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, this is Chinosky calling.
Yeah, you're welcome to Jubilee 997 FM.
Yeah. I told you yesterday that Arsenal is a no match to Bayern when it comes to Champions League.
Yeah, of course. Obviously,
they are forming, but the Bundesliga doesn't have anything to do with Champions League.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to Champions League, it's a different ball game.
Definitely.
Yeah, you saw how they came all out against Arsenal. Well, and Arsenal almost lost the game. Well, and I tell you, in second leg, they are going to eliminate Arsenal when in Allianz Arena.
Okay, but then Arteta feels that his team was were the better side. Do you agree?
He knows it's all over for them. It's the end of the road for Arsenal.
But it's just 2-2. It's just 2-2.
Sir?
I said the game is 2-2. I mean, finally
balanced,
which means...
But Arsenal don't stand any chance in Bayern Munich.
Okay.
They know that. It's all over for them.
All right.
This is not Premier League.
Okay.
Even the Premier League stuff is, I told you, they are not going to get their hand on it. It's all over for them, both in Premier League and in Champions League.
So you mean Arsenal will go trophyless this season?
You know Arsenal now, almost.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
We're almost there. Not almost there syndrome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just it.
All right, thank you very much, Imoski.
Sorry for their fans.
All right, they are listening.
All right, yeah, have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
All right, Imoski, not fancying Arsenal chances ahead of that second leg at the Allianz Arena. What about Real Madrid versus Manchester City? Man, Real Madrid had the chances to go 4-1 up. But then the likes of Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, they were not ruthless enough. They allowed Foden to continue his good form, scoring that beautiful goal before Gvardiol as well. Did the same. To lead 3-2 in the game. But then Valverde, he had the last say with when he produced his own beautiful goal. The game between Madrid and City produced a lot of goals, 6 goals, and most of those goals were beautiful goals. And I think it's set to continue in the second leg at the Etihad. So what do you feel about that one as well? Real Madrid or City? Do you still feel that, or do you think Real Madrid have a chance at the Etihad? Real Madrid have never beaten City at the Etihad, and for them to qualify, they will have to do that. But the last caller feels that it's all over for Arsenal. What about Real Madrid City? Well, if you ask me, I also feel it's all over for Real Madrid. But then both games are finally balanced at 3-3, 2-2, which means it can go either way. But then the teams who will be at home in the second leg will have the advantage. Well, away from the UEFA Champions League, the Super Falcons went to South Africa yesterday and drew 0-0 with Bafana to qualify for the Olympics. Hello? Hello? Counter-attacks, and it worked well because the game ended goalless. So Nigeria through to the Olympics. First time in 2008. The Super Falcons will be representing Nigeria at the Olympics tournament. Of course, this time around they'll be in the same group with world champion Spain, former world champions Brazil, Japan, and Brazil in Group C. So Nigeria, Spain, Japan, and Brazil. What are the chances of the Super Falcons? Not just Nigeria, Zambia also qualified after beating Morocco 2-0. Yesterday they lost the first leg 2-1 at home, but then went to Morocco to beat Morocco 2-0 to qualify 3-2 on aggregate. And the South Africans, the Zambians, will now be in the same group with France, United States, and Germany. The two African teams getting tough opponents. That's a reward for qualifying for the Olympics. Zero 07041008997 07041007997. All lines are open. Arsenal, Bayern, Real Madrid City. What are the chances of Arsenal and Real Madrid ahead of the second leg? But away from that one, the Federation of International Football Association has announced the appointment of match officials for football events of the 2024 Olympic Games. FIFA listed 12 match officials from Africa with none from Nigeria making the cut. The African referees for the tournament include Baida Dahan of Mauritania, Ismail Mahmoud Ali from Sudan, and Kabubi Boutra from Morocco. Meanwhile, assistant referees from Africa include Ahmed Liban, Abdul Razak from Djibouti, Chiko Secha Diana from Zambia, Gemoni Fatia from Morocco, Nepo Elvis from Cameroon, Santos Jason Emiliano Dos from Angola, and Yembe Stephen from Kenya. In the video match officials category, Asha Mahmoud from Egypt, Ben Bram Lalu from Algeria were selected. 14 referees from Africa for the Olympics and none from Nigeria. Of course, we recall that the African Cup of Nations that was played in Cote d'Ivoire, no Nigerian referee was present at the tournament. And about the Super Eagles job, former president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, has bagged Finidi George for the vacant Super Eagles coaching job. The Nigeria Football Federation is yet to name a substantive head coach for the Super Eagles after declaring the position vacant last month. The NFF made the decision after erstwhile handler of the team, Joseph Pesero, left the post following the expiration of his contract. Of course, Finidi handled the Super Eagles in those 2 friendly games against Ghana and Mali last month, where the Eagles defeated Ghana 2-1 and then lost 2-0 to Mali. And Amaju Pinnick has thrown his weight behind Finidi George, saying that even though Joseph Pesero started slowly, the end justified the reason we brought him, so I don't have any regrets. And he said under his internship was a player that was once regarded as one of the best wingers in the world, talking about Finidi George, and one of the best wingers at some point. A player that had a formal or informal internship as a player under one of the best coaches in the world, Louis van Gaal. So Pinnick, the former NFF president, suggesting that Finidi George has learned under Louis van Gaal, and of course our last manager Joseph Pesero, and so it's good for the Super Eagles job. The NFF is expected to name a new head coach for the Super Eagles this month. The Super Eagles will next be in action against South Africa and Benin Republic in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in June. Away from football, let's go to athletics, where Mulugeta Uma and Mr. Woodfikera won the Paris Marathon men's and women's races on Sunday to give Ethiopia a double event for the first time in 5 years. On a course that was different from the Olympic event in August, Uma won with a time of 2 hours, 5 minutes and 3 seconds, beating Kenya's Titus Kipruto and Elisha Rotich. Kipruto finished 15 seconds behind Uma, while Rotich was more than a minute behind. Rotich was the pre-race favorite going into the event, having set the course record in 2021. In the women's race, Fikera finished with a time of 2 hours, 20 minutes, 45 seconds in her first marathon, pipping compatriot Enat Tirusiu to the line by 3 seconds, while Kenyan Vivian Cheriot was third. The last time Ethiopia achieved the double in Paris, Abra Milor and Gelet Boka won the men's and women's races in 2019. At the Olympics, the men's marathon will be held on August 10, followed by the women's race a day later. But away from athletics, let's go to the NBA. Yesterday, the Charlotte Hornets lost at home to Dallas Mavericks, 104 to 130. Philadelphia 76ers beat Detroit Pistons 120 to 102. The Indiana Pacers went to Toronto Raptors and got a 140-123 victory. And Atlanta lost to Miami after overtime, 111 to 117. Milwaukee Bucks beat Boston Celtics 104 to 91. The Chicago Bulls lost at home to New York Knicks 117 to 128. Houston Rockets beat Orlando Magic 118 to 106, while Memphis Grizzlies lost at home to San Antonio Spurs 87 to 102. Minnesota Timberwolves beat Washington Wizards 110 to 121, and the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated Sacramento Kings 112 to 105. And to boxing. The Trunks won by Muhammad Ali in his epic thriller in Manila victory over Joe Frazier, expected to fetch more than $6 million at an auction next week. Ali's iconic white satin shirt went up for sale with renowned auction house Sotheby's on Thursday, and the bidding has already reached $3.8 million. The Trunks signed by Ali were sold for $150,000 in 2012, but are likely to fetch 40 times that sum now. The auction runs at Sotheby's New York branch until Friday, 12th of April. The thriller in Manila, which took place in October 1975 in the capital of Philippines, is one of the seminal bouts in boxing history. So the shot won by the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali, against Joe Frazier in 1975. I'll be live at an auction on Thursday, and it's expected to be sold for $6 million. But away from boxing, let's go to tennis, where at the Monte Carlo Masters, world number one Novak Djokovic made an emphatic start to the tournament with a 6-1, 6-2 win over Russia's Roman Safulin to ease into the third round in a rain-delayed day 3 on Tuesday. Djokovic, who pulled out of the recent Miami Open as he tries to balance his schedule, looked fresh as he broke Safulin's serve 3 times in the opening set, and the further 2 breaks in the second was enough to seal the win. The Serb champion in 2013 and 2015 will meet Lorenzo Musetti, who beat him in the third round last year after Italian defeated Francis Autofuse 6-3, 7-5 later yesterday. Still with the Monte Carlo Masters, German 5th seed Alexander Zverev made light work of his second round match, defeating Sebastian Hoffner 6-3, 6-4. The Austrian finally managed to break serve, went 5-2 down in the second set, but Zverev finished off the job with ease. Zverev with the winner of match between Thomas Echeverry and the 12th seeded twice champion Stefanos Tsitsipas. Hubert Hurkacz is into the second round of the Monte Carlo Masters with a 6-3, 3-6, 7-6 win, but was made to battle by Britain's Jack Draper. After the Polish 10th seed looked like dominating early on, Hurkacz raised onto a 3-0 lead in the fourth set, but Draper rallied to level at 4-4 before the pole broke to serve the opener. Draper then broke to love twice to win the second set and forced the decider, with Hurkacz serving at 5-4 to win the match. Draper broke serve, but it was a relieved Hurkacz who emerged victorious in the tie-break. Hurkacz, who also beat Drapers at last year's tournament, will face Roberto Bautista Agut of Spain in the second round. So we're going to round up sport updates this morning with some transfer news. Tottenham are monitoring Athletic Bilbao's 21-year-old Spain forward Nico Williams, who has a £42 million release clause in his contract. Of course, the Spaniard youngster has been on form for Bilbao this season and is attracting interest from the Premier League, and Tottenham are ready to pounce. Yesterday, reports emerged that Newcastle 27-year-old Brazilian midfielder Jubilee a new contract. France defender Barada and Brazilian midfielder Casemiro are expected to
it's a beautiful delivery
this summer. PSG and Barcelona are interested in Liverpool's 27-year-old Colombia forward Diaz. Record to say that his son would like to play in Spain for either of the 2 big clubs.
It's a beautiful delivery.
Chelsea said up to 11 players this summer, including 24-year-old England midfielder Conor Gallagher and 22-year-old striker Broja, who is on loan at Fulham. Of course, we are aware that Chelsea have spent a lot of money for the past 2 years. Right about now, before they can sign more players, they have to sell, and they've shortlisted 11 players that could be sold this summer. Real Madrid and Brazil forward Rodrigo says he turned down the move to Liverpool in 2017 after they had a €3 million offer accepted by Santos. Liverpool are also interested in Bayer Leverkusen 23-year-old Netherlands defender Jeremy Frimpong. Main entrant Alexander-Arnold could move into midfield. And of course, that rounds it up for Sport Update this Wednesday morning. This is Jubilee 997 FM Lagos. Of course, 2 more games are coming up today. The quarterfinal of the UEFA Champions League. 2 games played yesterday, and of course, we know the results are Real Madrid 3, City 3, and Arsenal 2, Bayern 2. Today by 8 o'clock p.m., 2 more games. Atletico Madrid will host Borussia Dortmund, and of course, PSG will be at home against FC Barcelona. They call me the A striker. My name is Odunuga Abiola Zlatan. I'll be back by 10 p.m. for another round of sport updates, and by then I'll be giving you the update on that 2 Champions League games, Atletico Madrid Dortmund and PSG Barcelona. So stick around. Up next is the mid-morning show with Pascal Ufonobong. But before then, the news on the hour.
Back in again to Bruno Langa. Oh, it's a beautiful delivery.
Jubilee 99.7 FM. Because you love it.